Hello there, welcome to Siyasat TV. It is Friday, April 16th, 2021. I am Sumaya Junaid Ahmed in Hyderabad, where we get you all the big news stories of the day from across India and the world. And here is our top headlines. Highest ever single day spike in India with 2,17,353 fresh COVID-19 cases. Step 1 Tughlaqi lockdown, Step 2 ring bells, Step 3 sing praises to Lord Rahul Gandhi taunts government. 30 sadhus contract COVID-19 during Kumbh, other calls for caution. No recovery of proof, Umar Khalid given bail in North East Delhi riot case. Jagan Reddy's sister stages hunger strike in Hyderabad, taken into custody. Telangana SSC Class 10th exam cancelled, Inter Class 12th postponed. Houthis say they attacked Aramco Patriot targets in Saudi Arabia. Chicago releases video of officer shooting 13-year-old Latino boy. Let us begin with our top story. India logged in a record 2,17,353 daily coronavirus cases as many states grappled with shortages of hospital beds, oxygen, medicines and vaccine doses. The fresh cases in the deadly second wave took the total caseload to the 1.42 crore, 1,185 dying of the COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, pushed the country's death count to 1,74,308. This is the second straight day that country is reporting over 2 lakh cases and sixth straight day of over 1.5 lakh daily cases. The data from the Union Health Ministry stated that the recovery rate has increased to 87.80% amid a surge in coronavirus cases that has battered healthcare services across the country and left several states scrambling for treatment essentials. 10 states comprising Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal have shown a steep rise in daily new COVID-19 cases, accounting for 79.10% of the new infections. Moving on to our next story, the strategy to fight the current COVID surge comprised a Tughlaqi lockdown, ringing bells and singing praises to the Lord. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said today in the latest dig at the government. Mr. Gandhi's comment came on the day India saw a record of 2,17,353 daily coronavirus cases. It is the biggest since the first case was reported in the country last year. Mr. Gandhi tweeted in Hindi, the central government's COVID-19 strategy, Stage 1 imposed a Tughlaqi lockdown, Stage 2 ring bells, Stage 3 sing praises to Lord. Rahul Gandhi has been sharply critical of the government over its handling of the pandemic. Earlier this week, Mr. Gandhi took a dig at the government after it decided to fast-track emergency approval for COVID vaccines used in Western nations and Japan. Union Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan today said that doctors have understood the seriousness of the disease COVID-19 and has more experience than before to combat the virus. Health Minister said even though the number of cases is increasing in 2021 compared to 2020, but the doctors have more experience in 2021 and we understood the seriousness and the gravity of disease very well. Let's listen in.
2020 के मुकाबले 2021 में भले ही केसेस की संख्या बढ़ रही है, उसकी स्पीड तेज है, शायद हम तब 1 लाख के नज़दीक आए थे, अब हम 2 लाख के नज़दीक आ गए हैं, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी 2020 के मुकाबले अगर मैं ये कहूँ कि 2021 में आपके पास कई 100 गुना ज़्यादा अनुभव है और बीमारी की गहराई को, बीमारी की गंभीरता को हम सब और ज़्यादा अच्छी तरीके से समझ चुके हैं। और जब बहुत ज़्यादा तकलीफ वाली सिचुएशंस 2020 में भी आई, बहुत सारा उस समय मान लीजिए डेस्परेट सिचुएशंस भी आई, हमारे अपने लोग भी बीमार हो रहे थे, आज भी होते हैं, और बहुत सारे उस कठिन दौर में भी हम सब लोग उस दौर से बाहर
And at least 30 sadhus have tested positive for the coronavirus disease, and one has died during the ongoing Kumbh Mela in Uttarakhand's Haridwar, adding to fears that one of the world's largest religious gathering may add to already spiraling cases of COVID-19. Kapil Dev, the chief of Mahanirvani Akhara, who was in the city to attend the Kumbh Mela from Madhya Pradesh, Chitrakoot, died in hospital in Dehradun on Wednesday. Seeing the rise of COVID cases, the Niranjani Akhada announced its intentions to limit their participation in Kumbh Mela till 17th of April. The development comes after several of the saints test positive of coronavirus.
लिया कि हरिद्वार में कोरोना चरम सीमा पे है और हम जो 27 तारीख का स्नान है हम उसमें करीबन 20-25 महात्मा स्नान करेंगे, इससे ज़्यादा स्नान नहीं करेंगे।
तो कह सकते हैं कि आज के बाद से संत अपने
मैंने आपने जितने भी संत हमारे अखाड़े के संत है, महंत है, भक्त है, मैंने सबसे हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन किया हुआ है कि आप तुरंत जो है हरिद्वार को खाली कीजिए, अपने अपने स्थानों की आप निकल जाइए। आपकी भी सुरक्षा इसी में, हमारी भी सुरक्षा इसी में है और अब हरिद्वार में ज़्यादा भीड़ लगाना उचित नहीं है, इसीलिए हमने ये, क्योंकि हमारे अखाड़े भी महात्मा काफ़ी लोग बीमार है, हमारे स्टाफ लोग बहुत।
All right, after arguments that lasted one day, Northeast Delhi violence accused Umar Khalid has been granted bail by Additional Session Judge Vinod Yadav under FIR 101 that was registered on 25th of February 2020. The judge noted that there had been no recovery of evidence from Umar Khalid. The FIR is connected to the violence of Khajuri Khas area of Northeast Delhi and is being investigated by the Delhi Police Crime Branch. The court noted that he can't be made to incarcerate in jail for infinity merely on account that others who were part of the mob have to be identified and arrested in the matter. Mr. Khalid was arrested under the stringent Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA. More than 750 cases were registered in the Northeast Delhi violence, in which at least 53 people were killed and several others injured. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Thursday held a road show in Kolkata as she sought to bolster the ruling Trinamool's campaign in the ongoing assembly elections and wished the people peace and prosperity on the occasion of Bengali New Year. Accompanied by yesterday's Bollywood icon and Samajwadi Party MP Jaya Bachchan, Banerjee was seen greeting crowd with security personnel pushing her wheelchair. The TMC Supremo led the 4-kilometer road show from Alochaya Cinema Hall in the Belghata area of the city to Bow Bazaar and waved the enthusiastic people who gathered along the road. The Election Commission on Thursday evening imposed a 24-hour campaign ban on BJP's West Bengal President Dilip Ghosh for his "There will be Sital Kushi in several places" remark. The Commission sternly warned that Mr. Ghosh and advised him to desist from using such statement while making public utterance during the period when the Model Code of Conduct is in force.
फेयर इलेक्शन चाहता है और वेस्ट बंगाल चुनाव थोड़ा हाई वोल्टेज होता है और ये शुरू किया ममता बनर्जी ने, तो फिर स्वाभाविक क्रिया प्रतिक्रिया होता है। अब चुनाव कमीशन को लगे कि हमारा स्टेटमेंट विधि के अनुसार नहीं है, उनका अधिकार क्षेत्र है, किसी को बैन कर सकते हैं, एक सतर्क वार्ता है।
लेकिन जिस तरह से समय का इस समय देखा जा रहा है कि हर पल एक बहुत ही इस समय का जो चुनाव प्रचार है बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। 24 घंटे का बैन आपके लिए
नहीं, हमारे पार्टी में ऐसा नहीं कि एक व्यक्ति में पार्टी चल रही है या चुनाव प्रचार हो रहा है। ममता बनर्जी बैन तो पार्टी बैन हो गया, ऐसा नहीं है, इसलिए उन्होंने झगड़ा करना शुरू कर दिया इलेक्शन कमीशन से। हमारे पार्टी में बहुत सारे नेता है, लगातार प्रचार कर रहे हैं और आगे भी चलेगा, इसलिए मैं अगर एक दिन मुझे छुट्टी मिल जाए मैं विश्राम कर लूँगा। लगातार चल रहा है महीनों से। और ममता बनर्जी ने धरना दे दिया, हम तो धरना नहीं देते हैं। चुनाव कमीशन ने स्वतंत्र है, उनके अधिकार है, उनको लग रहा है कि इससे चुनाव का वातावरण।
An Aam Aadmi Party in Odisha is leading an indefinite strike since last 9 days over hike in power tariff in the state. Party state head Nishikant Mohapatra said despite Odisha being the power surplus state, the government has raised the price of electricity multiple times in the state in the last 5 months. Calling electricity a basic right, Mohapatra urged the government to make power up to 200 units free in the state. Incidentally, AAP does not have any legislators in Odisha and the protest is being seen as a strategy to make the base in the state.
परचेज करके स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लोगों को फ्री बिजली देता है 200 यूनिट तक, और उसके बाद भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट बिजली देने के बाद हम देखते हैं कि उसका जो ट्रांसमिशन एंड कमर्शियल लॉस जो है, टेक्निकल एंड कमर्शियल लॉस ATC, वो घट के आज 8% में आ गया। 100% बिलिंग हो गया और लोगों को 73% लोगों को बिना पैसा का जीरो बिल आ रहा है। लेकिन उड़ीसा में उसका विपरीत है। आप देख रहे हैं उड़ीसा में 30% ट्रांसमिशन लॉस है। उड़ीसा में जो विद्युत कंपनी उनका ऑडिट नहीं हो रहा है, जिस तरह से दिल्ली में हुआ और 8,000 करोड़ का घोटाला पकड़ा गया, तो हम भी उड़ीसा में चाहते हैं कि सारे जो विद्युत डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनी है उनका ऑडिट हो और उस पर जो घोटाला हो रहा है वो सामने आए। दूसरा बात है, उड़ीसा सरकार इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को एक बेसिक राइट, मतलब जैसे आपका पानी, बिजली, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, ये एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज़ है, तो मिनिमम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मस्ट बी ए राइट। तो उस आधार पर 200 यूनिट का अगर फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लोगों को देते हैं, मैं सोचता हूँ वो बड़ी काम आएगा, लोगों के हाथ में 2 पैसा भी जाएगा और मार्केट में भी वो मदद करेगा।
Let us shift our focus to Telangana, where Y.S. Sharmila, sister of Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, on Thursday was taken into police custody as she breached the time allotment for her sit-in hunger strike at Dharna Chowk in Hyderabad, demanding the Telangana government to release the job notifications immediately in the state. Though initially Ms. Sharmila had allegedly requested for the 3-day permission to hold the hunger strike, the police had issued permission for only 1 day, which is 15th of April from 10 am to 5 pm. As she tried to sit on strike breaching that time limit, she was taken into custody at Begumpet Women's Police Station, Hyderabad. The hunger strike was attended by Y.S. Vijayamma, mother of M.S. Sharmila, and various followers from across the state in support of her hunger strike. She said that she would announce her party name and release the flag on 8th of July, adding that on the same day she would announce the date of her Padyatra. She said that she does not need any permission from anyone to conduct Padyatra.
ఉద్యోగం ఇచ్చారేమో అడగండి, సవాల్ చేస్తున్నా. ఉద్యోగం ఇచ్చారా, జాయిన్ అయ్యాడేమో చూసుకోండి. కేసీఆర్
Around 3,840 fresh coronavirus positive cases and 9 deaths have been reported in the past 24 hours, taking the total numbers of cases to 3,41,885 and fatality count to 1,797. The positive cases reported across the state, including 505 from GHMC. Meanwhile, the total recovery cases went up to 3,09,594 with a recovery of 1,198% in a single day. At present, there are 30,494 active cases, out of which 20,215 are in home or institutional isolation. Between Wednesday and Thursday, around 1,21,880 tests were conducted, of which 3,840 turned out to be positive, and the reports of 5,095 are awaited. So far, 1,14,81,881 tests have been conducted in the state since the pandemic broke out. Special Chief Secretary to the Government Chitra Ramchandran said Telangana Secondary School Certificate TSSSC exams have been cancelled and intermediate class 12th exam has postponed due to the present COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state. Class 10th students of Telangana will be evaluated on the basis of an objective criteria which will be developed by the Telangana SSC board. For the class 12th or inter exams, a decision will be taken in the first week of June after reviewing COVID situation, and student will be informed at least 15 days prior to the commencement of exam. Intermediate first year students will be promoted without exams. Exams will be held whenever possible at a future date. The decision come a day after the Central Education Board CBSE announced the cancellation of class 10th exams and postponement of class 12th final exams. Moving on to our international news, Yemen's Houthi rebels have claimed they used drones and missiles to attack oil installation and military targets in the southern Saudi city of Jizan, with the sites belonging to the state oil giant Aramco catching fire in the attack on Thursday. A Houthi spokesman in the northern capital of Sana'a said that 11 missiles and drones had targeted facilities belonging to the Saudi Arabia oil giant Aramco. Patriot anti-missile batteries and other sensitive facilities were also targeted by the Houthis in Jizan, a rebel military. There was no confirmation by the Saudi Arabia of a fire or its Patriot anti-missile structure getting hit. Chicago's Police Accountability Office has released graphic body camera video footage showing a police officer shooting a killing 13-year-old in an alley more than 2 weeks ago, as the boy appeared to be raising his hands to give himself up. The 9-minute video released on Thursday begins with a police officer getting out of his squad car and running after Adam Toledo, who was Latino, in the early hours of 29th of March in a little village, a Mexican neighborhood on the city's west side. The release of the video is likely to rattle a nation already on edge over issues of policing, justice and race relations. The killing, along with Sunday's fatal police shooting of Daunte Wright in Minneapolis suburb and murder of trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin for the May 2020 death of George Floyd, has raised tensions in Chicago. Before we wrap up our bulletin, let's have a look on our headlines. Highest ever single day spike in India with 2,17,353 fresh COVID-19 cases. Step 1 Tughlaqi lockdown, Step 2 ring bell, Step 3 sing praises to Lord, Rahul Gandhi taunts government. 30 sadhus contract COVID-19 during Kumbh, other calls for caution. No recovery of proof, Umar Khalid given bail in Northeast Delhi riot case. Jagan Reddy's sister stages hunger strike in Hyderabad, taken into custody. Telangana SSC Class 10th exam cancelled, Inter-Class 12th postponed. Houthis say they attacked Aramco Patriot targets in Saudi Arabia. Chicago releases video of officer shooting 13-year-old Latino boy. Well, that is the Siyasat TV English news for this Friday. Thanks for watching. I am Sumaya Junaid Ahmed. Have a great day.